Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and this is a 1957 Super 88 Olds. 371 under the hood with a tri-power sitting on top. Beautiful chrome, beautiful paint. I mean, this thing is popping, man. Somebody spent a ton of money restoring this beauty. Just on the chrome, I can't imagine what the chrome bill was, because you can pretty much see it looks like all this chrome is pretty close to brand spanking new. She is absolutely gorgeous. Of course, that grill is, I mean, it kind of looks like a gigantic, one of those whales with a gigantic mouth on the front. And it says Oldsmobile right under there in the grill. Actually looking great. Headlights, marker lights, again, all the chrome, all the little airplanes and everything, just looking absolutely gorgeous. As you look down the side, all that trim also looking sweet. And then of course, yeah, I know you noticed, it's a convertible. Now, if you want to see a bunch of pictures with the top up, the top down, go to our website at vanguardmotorsales.com. There'll be several pictures of the cars both ways. It is an electric top, by the way, too. All this trim looking good, fender skirts looking awesome. And look at that door jamb, man. Whenever anybody spends that much time making a door jamb look that good, you know they did a great job on the rest of the car. Now we've got awesome trim on the interior also. Looks like every piece of the interior is brand new. The carpeting looks brand new. Looks like it's got some aftermarket seat belts in the back seat here, so you can get those kiddies all strapped in, get in the parade. You see all the chrome on the dash also looking absolutely beautiful. The lenses on the gauges all look great. The faces of all the gauges look great. I mean, this thing is set up looking just like it was back in 1957, man. She is a beauty. Love this white paint also, really sets off the red. Of course, all the chrome back here with the Continental kit, all looking good. What's really cool is those tail lights and all that chrome around there. Now the Continental kit has to be tipped out. And there's just a little T-handle there that lifts up to tip it out. Now I've already got the key in here because the key's kind of hard to get in. You gotta get down on your hands and knees, but you see it goes in right there. Then inside the trunk, everything finished off real nice. Everything painted up, looking absolutely beautiful. It's got a spare tire in there. It's got a Sony disc player. Whether or not that works, I do not know yet. I haven't tried it. Shut down the trunk and then pull up on the T-handle. Get the Continental kit back up in there. Now, as you look down the passenger side, she is just as sharp on the passenger side. Again, love all the trim, love the white and the red contrast. Even in the interior, it's going red and white also. All this stainless around the windshield looking fabulous. Even the windshield itself is looking brand new. I mean, this is one beautiful machine, guys. Now, I know you want to hear us fire this tri-power up, but before we do that, let's go out in the shop. Now, we're right here in the Motor City, so we've got great facilities for working on old cars. You know, this is where they were all born. Now, we've got 25 lifts in here, 15 full-time mechanics checking stuff out. And then about 2 miles from here is our main showroom where there's over 150 cars there. So we own all of our inventory here at Vanguard. We don't do any consignment whatsoever. And a lot of people ask us, where do we find all these awesome cars? Where we're hopping on airplanes, getting in cars, driving thousands of miles, getting on our hands and knees with flashlights, checking out the bottoms of cars. We're checking them out top, bottom, inside and out. We're really picky about every car that we buy. The paint, the chrome, the underside, the suspension, the motor, the interior. Now, once we get them back here, the mechanics fully inspect every one of the cars before we park your dream in your driveway. Let's take the Olds for a ride, baby. She is a convertible, and she is just as smooth as can be. Now, it's a little bit cool today, so we got the top up. Normally, we'd have the top down on this sucker, having some fun. She is just cruising down the road. Look at that, no hands on the wheel, going nice and straight. And then the dash on this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, talk about the designer who did that, man. He did a beautiful job. especially back in the day. Look at all the different shapes and all the chrome and the glass. Now this thing does have an aftermarket radio in it, and it is playing music. Tell you, she is just cruising down the road just as smooth as can be, running about 50 miles an hour, just smooth as can be, just basically floating down the road, just like Oldsmobiles always did. You know, Oldsmobiles always did drive a little bit better. You know, even like the 442s and all that, they drive just a little bit better than the old Chevelles and that. They did build, I don't know what they did to make them cruise down the road a little bit better, but I tell you what, they did it. Now, those of you who have already subscribed to our channel, I want to thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, and we'll give you notification when we get something new in, which we're getting between 30 and 35 new cars in every month. So that's basically one a day. So we've always got something new and exciting coming out to the website. Now you got to stick with us because we're going to head back to the shop right now, and we're going to put this baby up on the lift so you can see how nice and beautiful the bottom side is. Then we're going to pop the hood up and show you what's making the horsepower. And I think you may be surprised, she's absolutely beautiful under the hood. We are underneath this baby now, and I told you it was nice. Look at this thing. I'll tell you what, I crawl underneath a lot of cars every day, every month, every week. Seeing one done up to this level is just amazing when you see this. You can see it looks like that frame was actually powder coated. If it's not powder coated, it's got one slick paint job on it. You can see all the brand new hardware, the tank, the rear end housing all painted up looking good. We got brand new brake lines. It looks like the U-bolts are new. The guys will pull the brakes all apart, make sure they're in good working order. Just everything under here just looking slick as can be. I see new parking brake cables. You see how they've got the exhaust all tucked up in here. They go through this X-frame. I mean, isn't this amazing? Back in the day, I'm sure those engineers are like, well, we're gonna have to stiffen it up a little bit. The guy said, well, go get one of them 6 or 7 inch I-beams and we'll put underneath there. Well, let's cross them. You know, I mean, this thing is amazing. Stock appearing mufflers also. We got the 3-speed hydromatic transmission. We'll talk about the motor here in a minute when we lower this baby down and look underneath. Now, we do have a draft tube on this. So everybody knows what this draft tube is. That is actually venting the crankcase. So you may get a couple little drips of oil coming out of there every now and then. So, but that's completely natural. You can see the trans-cooler lines are new. A lot of the steering gear's new. Front suspension all looks brand new. The dog bones up here look new. Everything just beautiful. Now the front frame horns are nice and straight. Looks like the bumper is a re-chrome unit. Of course, this thing's got a lot of chrome work on it, man. I mean, the chrome work just doesn't stop. That's one thing cool about the Oldsmobile. Then we got a set of brand new wire wheels on here with these wide whites. We got two 25/75 15s on these. Aren't those babies sparkly? Absolutely gorgeous. Hey guys, you remember back in the day when you went through the drive-through car wash and you got wire fire? Remember that? I remember it. As you look down the side of the car, she is nice and clean, nice and straight. Just absolutely gorgeous. That inner wheelhouse is all painted up black, just like the frame. Like I said, I can't decide whether this is powder coat or just really, really good paint job. We've got new body bushings here. Of course, we've got the fender skirts and probably two 25/75 15s back here also. So we got the same size tire back here. I mean, she's a beauty on the bottom. Let's lower it down. Wow, isn't it beautiful under here? Look at all that gorgeous paint work here. Now, as you can see, it's got one massive air cleaner, and that air cleaner is covering up 3 2-barrel carburetors. Now, this thing has got power steering. I see air conditioning. Everything looking beautiful under here, all the paint work. Now, that air conditioning is an aftermarket unit. It's a later model. It looks like it's got a later model alternator on it also. And that motor is a 371. You can see that front carburetor right there. I mean, this thing is looking gorgeous here. They did a really nice job on everything. I mean, the condenser looks like it belongs there. This whole front area here, the core support area, all new hardware, all beautiful paint. I see a lot of the wiring looks like it's new. All the hoses look like they're new. Don't hit your head on that, I just did. Bottom side of the hood is painted chassis black. I mean, this thing is slick as can be, man. She is absolutely beautiful. Now guys, give Tom a call anytime and he can tell you exactly how easy it is to park this dream in your driveway.